The success or not success of your co-creation process, whether it's a hackathon or just a brainstorming session, depends a lot on how good your facilitator is. The right professional will help you to get the best result even with the toughest audience, with the toughest participants, but some mistakes made by the facilitator will cost you money, effort, time, and will never give you any valuable result. Today, I want to talk about facilitators' red flags that will help you to avoid choosing the wrong person for your process. What you should pay attention at when you start your collaboration with the facilitator. Hello and welcome to my channel about co-creation. My name is Lisa and I spent 5 years organizing collaborative university competitions for world well-known companies, helping them to solve their extreme innovation challenges. And now I help businesses solve their R&D and business challenges with hackathons. And the facilitator's red flag number 1 is not listening carefully. I mean, you can always feel when someone is not listening to you, to what you're talking about. It feels like what you say goes in one ear and out the other. And this is a completely wrong attitude for a facilitator, because this is basically what they do. They should listen to everyone. They should listen to the client, to the participants, and in this way, they basically facilitate the process. That's their main function, to listen everyone. So when you understand and notice that this is exactly what is happening, they're not listening to you, what you can do is to talk to the person, express your concerns, and then see if something is going to change, if they will improve. And this is something that you can do really early in the process before you even agreed to hire this person, this company, to do your co-creation process. And if you see that there are no changes and the person, the facilitator, is still not listening to you, not listening to what you expect from the project, what you're looking to solve, what is the real challenge is, then I would stop the process and terminate the relationship with this facilitator, with this company. And this is very important to do because it is not going to improve in the process, and you will invest your time, your money, and time and effort of your team, and it will not get anywhere. You will not get closer to what you want to get from this process. And nobody will be happy at the very end. You will not be happy with the result. Participants will not be happy because they expected something else and they did not get the reaction that they expected to get from you, because you are not happy, obviously. So the best thing you can do for everyone is to just find another facilitator, another company. Red flag number 2 is when the facilitator is pushing their own agenda. And it's really one thing when the facilitator is talking about their methods, their frameworks that they're going to use to reach your goals. And it's completely another thing when he or she is trying to tell you what your problem is and what problem you should solve. For example, you're looking for a packaging solution for dry foods and the facilitator is pushing packaging for meat products. Just an example, because they say, oh yeah, the market for meat products is booming and this is what you should do, but you know what? You know your business better. So, and here the facilitator, of course, should help to navigate you towards the right definition of your problem, towards the right criteria for solutions. They should help you to set up the right expectations from the whole process, from the participants, but it shouldn't be more than that. They shouldn't be telling you what you should solve, what your problem is. So if you feel that the facilitator is trying to impose their own ideas, you should say goodbye. Red flag number 3 is when you see that the facilitator is using only one framework. Now, every company is really different, and every company's goals are different. The goals of the co-creation process are different also. So there cannot be one and only solution for every company, one and only framework to reach the goal. Sometimes, if we are talking about hackathons, for example, for some companies, it might be really important to also have this event as a team building event. So in this case, you wouldn't want to invite anyone from the outside. You would want to do the hackathon only with your internal team. Also, some challenges might presume having the MVP at the very end of the process, and some challenges can never be solved with the prototype at the very end. For example, if we are talking about scientific challenges, well, it's close to impossible to get any prototype within a couple of days. So of course, it's going to be more of an ideation process rather than really getting the solution at the very end, the solution that can be tested. And these differences, they influence the process, they influence the framework. So the facilitator should have different scenarios for different companies, for different challenges. But if you see that your facilitator has only one single model to work with any company, any client, it's probably not a good idea to work with them. Red flag number 4 is the lack of honesty. I always say that trust is the most important thing when it comes to innovations, and your facilitator, being a main link between all the parties, should be a very trustworthy person. Well, unfortunately, the main way to understand whether your facilitator is someone that can be trusted is to see how they fail or how they behave themselves in a difficult situation. See if they will be open to talk about this difficult situation, if they're open to accept that they made a mistake. This is the main way to discover it. And it is really important for the facilitator to be really open, especially with the client, about all the challenges on the way. Again, it might happen even at the beginning of the process. For example, it might be challenging for the facilitator company to find the right participants for your project. And I do believe that it's always better to discuss such things with the client. So if you see that the person you work with is hiding something, I do believe that it's better to say goodbye as early as possible and do not get to the stage where the damage is irreversible. The last but definitely not the least, red flag number 5 is when your facilitator does not take a proactive approach. The person that facilitates your process is basically the leader. They should be the ones who are suggesting how the process will look like, which information you need to provide to participants, who would be the participants in your case, how everything will be managed, how everything will work, which questions should be asked, and many more. They should work with all the participants actively. They should communicate with you on a regular basis. They should look for ways to improve the project and how to avoid the issues even before they occur. And if they are waiting till you call them, till you give them any instructions, why would you need them? They are the experts, so they should know all the details about the process and they should guide you. They should be ahead of you. And if it's not happening, you know what to say. Goodbye, and you should find someone else. So this is my opinion about 5 main facilitators' red flags, and I hope this video will help you to avoid the wrong person for your co-creation process. But in case you have any questions, just please let me know in the comment section below. I will be happy to answer them, and I hope to see you next time with the next video. Have a good one. Bye!